80 stop. Yo, we live. You now listening to the 25th volume of the Bucket Up Podcast. You're here with your boy Ty Doyle, aka Ty Lante, aka DJ Buttersauce, aka tell your mom that she left her earring in the back of my car. And I'm here as always with the kid JB. What up, Jesse Burke?
Yo, living good, man. Could have been right last week, aka Mr. I Told You So, because I'm always right, but when I am right, I told you so. And shit, man, living good. 25, episode 25, bro. 25% of a dollar is what, a quarter?
Yeah, but what does that mean?
My favorite thing to get with a quarter is a gumball. So shouts to episode 25, bro. Bucket Up Podcast. We're here. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm more of a quarter water guy, but I'm good, man. Having a chill weekend, 3-day weekend. Some people not as fortunate, though, I know. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Talking about you.
Even if I had the choice to, take tomorrow off, I claim he's not my president, so I hate him so much that I'll work. Then not acknowledge him as a holiday.
See, but I don't know. Is President Day about the current president? I think it's all past presidents. So you good.
If it was Obama Day, then yeah, I'll rock with it. But nah, before Obama, it was a couple of ass presidents, bro.
I mean, yeah. Well, true. I mean, Bush has some memorable moments. He had a shoe thrown at him. That was tight.
He threw out the first pitch after 9/11.
That happened.
He couldn't understand his left from his right, which was funny.
He didn't know that one saying. It was like, yo, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, can't fool me again. Like, bro, what?
It's like, more of the story was you can't fool me. I thought he was Michael Scott, but Trump is for sure Michael Scott.
Yeah, no, for sure. But right before we started recording, I sent you that video because, like, right now as we speak, the All-Star game is on, and Fergie, Mrs. London Bridges herself, was doing the national anthem, and that shit was so garbage, fam. And they caught Draymond laughing, they caught Chance the Rapper laughing, and like I think one other player was just caught in the middle laughing at her. And I'm like, yo, how did no members of the Black Eyed Peas like text her and be like, yo, this is not a good idea? Because them niggas know that she can't really sing.
That's an easy answer. Fergie one time peed on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, she just did something more embarrassing.
No, I'm saying exactly. She did the worst. She peed her pants on stage. So right before she went out, they're like, "Don't forget the lyrics." They're like, "Guys, it's me. Do you remember what I did?" They're like, yeah. I mean, so what's worse? What's more disgraceful? People kneeling and protesting the song, or forgetting the song entirely?
I mean, she didn't even forget it. She just sang it badly.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I think the last time Fergie sang anything was I just want to say, to be honest, I saw her in concert, so that may have been the last time she performed.
You see her in concert pissing on herself?
Nah, I didn't see that, but I did see her in concert, and she wasn't really that good then. So I got the tickets. I got the tickets for free. So,
bro, I feel like somebody was like, "Yo, I got you tickets to a Fergie concert." I'd be like, "Oh yeah."
I did see the concert where Drake tore his ACL. How about that?
Hey, there you go.
So,
well, that's super old though. When was that? Like 2009 or some shit?
Precisely. So,
I mean, I guess that's cool though. But I mean, it's Drake, but that's no Fergalicious, my guy.
Yeah, and now, but anyway, she peed herself. So yeah, I don't know, man. They don't take the All-Star game too seriously when it comes to the game itself. So at least it seems like they bottom fed when it came to the national anthem.
Like when they announced it, I was like, Fergie, that's weird. But I didn't know she was that bad at singing. I mean, I didn't think she was like amazing. I thought she was like in that Pink kind of area where it's like, oh yeah, Pink does sing, even though I don't really think of her when I like think of the best singers. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I don't know if Black Eyed Peas or Fergie's made anything I mean, you would know. You definitely stay up on music more than I do. So.
She had a song like a year ago that was called like MILF Money, which I don't know what that means. And like it didn't really blow up, but it had like I saw like there was like a promo for it, and it was like Kim Kardashian pouring milk on herself, and I was like, I don't, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then the Black Eyed Peas had a song that came out recently called like I think it's called like Street or something, and it's like the whole thing they're talking about. I mean, it was like kind of political, talking about black people struggle. I like, all right, this is different than you know you so 2000 and late, so I don't know.
Right.
But I mean, I don't think anybody really checking for the Black Eyed Peas anymore. I think it all. You know, I was talking about this at work the other day. I was like, people definitely like the Black Eyed Peas in like 2006 and 7 more than they like to admit, because them motherfuckers, people were banging with them heavy.
Keep running, keep running.
Yeah, people were out there like, people fucking love that song, bro. And it's like, whoo,
I never. Where is the love? Nah, I never really got with them, man. You know, it's really funny.
I believe you, bro. You was banging out to him. Don't lie to me.
There's no evidence. You have nothing on me. But
that's my claim. But it all went downhill when they did that Super Bowl and were god awful.
Shouts to the homie Cyrus. He one time for Halloween literally wore a giant P on his shirt and put an eye that's black, and he said, "I'm Black Eyed P."
Oh, that's fire.
And you know, it worked.
Yeah,
that's my favorite Black Eyed P memory.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. But either way, we hear like the main thing is this fucking Black Panther weekend. I know I was hyped for this movie for about a year and a half, probably more than that. Once I found out they were gonna make a Black Panther movie, and because I mean, people might not know. I know you know that I'm like kind of a big on the comic book shit. I've probably seen like every Marvel movie. So like when they said they were making a Black Panther movie, I was hyped. And then when they were like Chadwick Boseman playing him, I was hyped. Even though I was like, this nigga play every black person ever. And then that was like, oh, they're getting Ryan Coogler, who directed Creed. I was hyped. So I was like, this shit about to be fucking fire. And then it was after waiting like a year or whatever, like all the hype's building up, you know, all black people are getting in it, and they're saying they're gonna wear dashikis and shit to the movie theater. And then I don't know if you saw like the tweets I was retweeting from Thursday night of like all the people with their fucking people in there with the plates, and they had drums and shit.
They're wild.
Bro, somebody was just like, imagine you trying to sit down and enjoy a movie, and you see a nigga that never been to Africa banging a drum in your movie theater. He's just like, bro, if you don't sit your ass down.
The funniest shit I read, it was like, I don't know if it was Black Twitter, but they said, good thing Black Panther didn't come out in the summertime because black people would have been tailgating.
Yo, yeah, bro. Niggas would have brought that. I don't know if you ever seen like that big ass like black smoker thing that people always like grill the fucking pigs on. Bro, that'd have been in a movie. That'd have been in a Harkins parking lot.
You know, it's so funny. It's like here on the bucket of pot, we're progressive, you know. And for me, it's funny because I think there's two levels. Like for you, I think you were so hyped because this is the first like black person superhero that's like starred in all black cast, you know, except for the white guy. Spoilers for the one white guy or two that was in the movie. For me, I'm like, yeah, why wasn't there a black superhero for so long, you know?
I mean, I mean, there were like, I don't want to like shit. Like you got Blade. Shout out to Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Falcon, who was in like the Captain America movies.
You got Blank Man.
You got Blank Man. Shout out to Blank. You got Meteor Man. Also shout out to Meteor Man, which is also trash.
Other guy.
You got other from Blank Man. You got other ones. I'm trying to think.
You got
character on Mystery Men.
You got a Chew from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah. Well, you got Storm from X-Men too.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. This is one of the most like.
Oh, we can't forget Shaq and Steel
or Shaq Fu.
Shaq. Kazam and shit or Shazam.
Shazam, because the video game was Shaq Fu. Anyway, yeah, man, Black Panther, man.
This was like the biggest. This was like the biggest one though.
I was
like you said.
I was excited for you, man. Like I said, there's a couple movies I had my ducks in a row to see: Star Wars, Den of Thieves, and Black Panther. You snooze, you lose, and Star Wars and Den of Thieves are not even in the fucking theater anymore.
Yeah, bro, you waited. You could have seen Star Wars because like Den of Thieves was probably only in theaters for like 3 weeks. So that's whatever. But like Star Wars was there for like 2 months.
You know why though? And I called it is because the hype of the second movie, the Solo movie, is coming out in the summer, so they don't want to steal the limelight.
Oh so, yeah, but it was still like it came out like
Christmas,
2 weeks before Christmas, and it probably didn't leave theater till like the beginning of February because it's a big movie.
Yeah,
so you had time. I mean, you could have the dollar store movie now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just I take responsibility about that. I was just lazy on it, but I went to go see Black Panther, and yeah, I was like I said, I'm just on the spectrum of like, yeah, why did it take so long for them to have like a superhero like to the point where black people were like, finally, we're turning up for this shit. Like I think to me, it's like if they're Marvel characters and whatever, I mean, obviously the chance of a character being any color is definitely probable. For me, I thought it was going to be a Panther that was, solving mysteries, but then that's the Pink Panther.
You thought it was just going to be a black dude dressed in a Panther suit?
Dude.
Just fucking bruh.
Wakanda.
Oh, wow.
But I'd have to say, man, I'll let you give it a review after me because I know yours is way more detailed than mine. Not being a Marvel connoisseur and or aficionado, not knowing backstory of Black Panther and like kind of the other superheroes and how they correlate, from like I said, an ignorant eye, so to speak, I'm gonna give it 4 bucket hats, bro.
There you go. Out of 5 or out of 4?
Out of 5.
Okay.
The reason I think it missed that last bucket hat is because there was a couple of corny catchphrases. I think Michael B. Jordan was a really good actor, but I think, and like I said, he's beyond better than me. This is not me saying like I could do better, but I did think that like his voice, like he could have used a different voice and it would have portrayed his character a little bit better.
Wait, what do you mean like a different voice?
I think he played like
Oakland. He played the kid from Oakland.
That's true. That's a good point. All right, well then. 5 bucket hats. Nah.
I'm about to say, yeah, like he was a dude from the hood. So I mean, he still went to college, but he's from Oakland, bro.
Okay, then how about this? The minus bucket hat is for spoilers. For them.
Well, you can't spoil the movie.
All right, well then fine. Fuck it. 4 bucket hats.
No reason, just 4. You'll know when you see it.
4.
There was. I mean, I think the one corny line in there when the dude said the thing about the SoundCloud link, and I was like, all right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, I thought it was him saying like, "That's your king, I'm your king now" was funny. When he said, "Hey, auntie," also funny. I don't want to like give the context, but that was funny.
Don't spoil the movie, bro. Without spoiling the movie, tell the importance and why you think this movie was a good call, so to speak.
Oh no, well yeah, obviously it's just the reason why it was a big thing was just like representation. Like obviously when I was little, like Blade did come out when I was younger, but it wasn't really. It was nobody. I think Blade was rated R too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So like, yeah, so there really wasn't a kid movie friendly like black superhero that like little black kids could like look up to and like kind of want to be like in their imagination. So like me and Katie were walking outside the movie on Friday, or was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And there was like a little kid taking the pictures in front of the poster with the X for like Wakanda. And like I was like, yo, that's fucking touching right there, because like people don't understand how big of like that is to little kids and to black people. like seeing your people like on screen doing like, and like that's the whole movie is like, you know, it's, I mean, it's Africa one. People already have like a certain notion about Africa. So I mean, obviously it's a made up place, but it's still like all the stuff that's in there is from culture, from like African tribes and nations that would be like around that area. So like it's cool to see that like unfiltered. It's like they have that celebrated. It's cool to see so many like black actors being something so big, and then it's cool that none of the like regular like tropes that you see that happens to black people in Hollywood movies are like portrayed in this movie. Because usually a black dude is either, you know, he's either a drug dealer or like a thug or like a, you know, if he is a cop, he might be a crooked cop, unless it's a comedy or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, so like, I mean, that's why it's so important. But in terms of like where I rank the movie, to me, it's like it's for sure like a top 3 Marvel movie. I heard people saying like a best like superhero movie of all time, which is a little much because like to me, Dark Knight is still probably the best superhero movie I've seen because that shit was wild. But it's definitely, I would say it's in like the top, at least the top 10, if not like the top 5. But it's definitely top 3 Marvel movie for me, like behind Winter Soldier, and it might be like, I mean, Winter Soldier, you got Iron Man, you got Guardians of the Galaxy 1, and then you got like Civil War in that mix too. But like, I think it's definitely for sure up there. But
what's crazy is like growing up, dude, like I didn't really watch the movies that much of superheroes, but like I know they can't see, but I got like old school Daredevil
shout out.
And it's still in the original casing and shit. Like I used to collect comic books, bro. And I don't even catch myself watching the Daredevil on Netflix. I like the movie, you know, the Ben Affleck one because I was young.
Wait, you like that one? Oh my god,
bro! I was like in 7th grade.
Yeah, that movie's terrible.
Yeah, now I've definitely counteracted, but yeah, you would think I'd be more into them, but I guess I don't geek out like that. Not to say you do, but I just it's definitely a commitment to like follow the story and shit.
Yeah, because it's like all interconnects, and I mean, it's definitely, especially if somebody now is like, oh, if that's the thing that kind of sucks, like, because I'm sure this weekend there was a lot of black people that went and saw the movie, and like who never watched any other like comic book movie ever. You know what I mean? So like, which is like, it might be a cool thing because it's like, oh shit, this is fucking cool. Let me go back and like watch all the movies to see how it connects. But it's like, yeah, bro, we like 20 movies deep at this point. Like, so it's kind of like shit. But I mean, you can skip some of those. But
what was cool,
I think, I mean, you said you didn't fuck with them like that. I think on its own, without even seeing those other movies, like it still holds up as a good movie.
I went with my boy DJ Shouts and his 2 kids, Jaden and Jordan, and they're around 7 years old. And what's cool is DJ has raised them to like empower them to like kind of not necessarily not acknowledge the racial barrier because they're black twins, but he's kind of given them confidence to be like, yeah, like black people, you know, prospering and striving on is a norm, not like a underdog story, you know. So it was cool for me to see them how they acted like, oh yeah, like you know, the Black Panther is something that like we expected to see type thing. And it was cool because they were, you know, they're twins, so they're always like fighting each other. And in the parking lot, they're like, I'm the Black Panther. No, I'm the Black Panther. And I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm the Black Panther. Yeah, I was like chasing them and shit. So yeah, shouts to that. I thought it was a good movie, man.
Right. Well, at least one of them wasn't like, yo, I'm Killmonger. It's cool. You're like, whoa, what?
This one of them was like, I want to get the tattoos like him. I was like, you want bumps all over?
I mean, maybe you just want to get swole like Michael B. Jordan, because that's what somebody was saying. My homie Matt was saying that, yo, Michael B. Jordan was definitely swole, and he was making Chadwick Boseman look kind of whack. Where like he obviously worked out. Chadwick Boseman was look kind of skinny out there.
Yeah, it's definitely a motivation. I'm gonna hit the gym tomorrow.
Don't get the little kill shot things.
Yeah, and anytime somebody's using like a machine at the gym, I'm look at them and be like, I'm the king now.
I'm your king now.
Yeah.
But nah, yo, it definitely was a good movie. I was excited. I already saw it twice. I was thinking like somebody got to stop me from seeing it again this weekend. Probably Katie. But no, I'm excited about it. I'm happy for the new movies coming out. Black Panther 2 probably gonna happen soon because this shit was such a smash hit. I think it made like $200 something million easily in like the first 4 days. So I'm sure they're gonna be like trying to make that second one as soon as possible. But yeah, maybe we'll get more black shit, bro. But nah, we need to expand this. We need to get more Asian superheroes, more Jewish superheroes, more Hispanic superheroes.
I can see it now.
All of it, bro.
They're like in the middle of Brooklyn. There's Murray Papelstein. And they're like, what's his superpower? He's like, he saves money every week.
Oh, bro, why are you doing that to your people?
Nah.
Yeah, but there might be. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if Captain America's probably not Jewish.
You know what's funny as shit though? The irony of that is like a bunch of Jews like that want to go see the movie will be like, I'd rather save the money so they don't end up going to see him.
All right, they get it on Redbox.
Yeah. So you know,
stop doing your people like that.
Yeah, you're right. We good. It's better late than never. Hey man,
we gotta figure that out. Is there a Jewish superhero? We gotta look that up, bro. Like I'm trying to think if any of the Avengers seem like they. I feel like the Hulk, whoever plays the Hulk, could be
Bruce Banner.
Nah, that's not. Yeah, you're right. Somebody got to be in there. Loki. I mean, he's not a superhero, but
maybe
he though.
Yoda could be Jewish.
Yoda.
Yeah, but he's a Jedi.
They should do a tight ass. I know people are like iffy on Israel because of Palestine and all that shit. Magneto's Jewish.
Which one's Magneto?
He's the one who fucks with them. I forgot he was in the Holocaust.
He was a superhero in the Holocaust.
Well, I mean, technically Magneto's not a superhero. He's an anti-hero. But like, you never seen X-Men?
Nah.
So in X-Men, there's two sides. There's the X-Men, obviously, and there's I don't know what Magneto calls his crew. I think it's like the Brotherhood or something. But it's basically the X-Men is supposed to parallel the civil rights movement. Like the X-Men are basically Martin Luther King and them, and then Magneto is more like Malcolm X. So like people in the X-Men universe want to get rid of mutants, but so like Professor X is like, yo, we gotta help regular people and see that. So it's for them to see that we aren't like evil or things that need to be killed. And Magneto's like, yo, I know humans are fucked up because of what happened to me in the Holocaust. We need to protect our own and say fuck them. So it's like, I mean, he's the bad guy, but he's really not in a way. So yeah, he's Jewish. I forgot about that.
All right, well, shouts to him.
There you go. Got him out there. So, but yeah, we need to maybe get some more. I don't know any Asian superheroes. Need to get some more out there, some Hispanic ones. I know we got the new Spider-Man's Hispanic and black, so I know people not the new, but like a version of it in the comics. But yeah, for sure.
Speaking of a historical superhero, there was Saint Valentine. Speaking of, what did you and Katie do? Because Valentine's Day was what, middle of the week?
Yeah, like Wednesday, I think.
Yeah. So what'd you guys do?
Well, yeah, I got Katie some flowers, some candy,
cornball.
But no, I just I like doing nice stuff. But then we went out to dinner at a place called Babbo, ate some pasta, got some Italian.
Nice.
But we low key, Valentine's Day is kind of like just because it's like the Hallmark company made it. Although I guess the Valentine is a real person, but who knows? Like nobody knows his backstory.
What was funny is like I just don't know how we get to a point where we monetize these holidays, because I was reading up on it. I don't know if it's true or not, but the first story that came up was this guy Saint Valentine. He died on February 14th, and like somebody was killed twice by I don't know some emperor or whatever. And it's like now we turned it into something like, yo, get your girlfriend something and flowers and chocolate. It's like, didn't someone die on this day? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It said he was executed, right?
Right.
That's
So it's
wild.
like, if anything, Messy Jesse, you gotta kill your girl on Valentine's Day if you
Bro,
want
that's wild.
to.
That's OD. I don't know. Everything is dumb. Like we turned Jesus's birthday or whatever into everybody gotta get presents for people.
Yeah.
So what Memorial Day is basically just a cookout day. You know what I mean? Some people put flags out in front of their house, but most people are just happy about the day off and eating some food and fireworks.
Well, how about this, bro? Like my boy, it was funny at work. He was like, "Man, isn't today Valentine's Day?" Like, he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Isn't it also Ash Wednesday?" And somebody at work that I think follows that was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "So what does that mean?" And from what I know, it's like the first like introduction to Lent, which when you sacrifice something towards
Beginning of Lent.
leading up to Easter. And he said, "What would people sacrifice?" I was like, "Usually on Fridays, people don't eat meat, right?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "On Valentine's Day, man, we doing Ash Thursday if it's me then."
No, I think it's only Friday you can't eat meat.
Yeah, but I don't know. Whatever it is, I growing up, obviously, I've had my outlook and opinion and experiences with other religions, but I never understood the ash on the forehead. I'm sure it represents something now, but I wonder how it started, and like it's crazy to think how many things, if we go in reverse and try to get to the root of the story, like how we like Valentine's Day, how we've changed it so much to monetize it. Because shit, Easter, I don't
guess
think Lent.
funny.
I mean,
Yeah, Lent
Lent's
isn't
not
really because
now.
Lent is all about giving something up. So I don't think there's no real good way to monetize it. I guess Fat Tuesday is when they do. It's like Louisiana's whole fucking tourist like dollars come off of people going down there for Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday, and like because it's basically supposed to be the day you indulge before Ash Wednesday and shit. So
Ash Wednesday.
that's a hashtag on Instagram.
Not because
Really
no, it's Ash Wednesday because it was Valentine's Day.
Oh, I got you.
Instead of Ash Wednesday, it was Ass Wednesday.
Ass Wednesday, get them booty.
Shout out to Ass Wednesday.
Katie's looking real mad right now.
Let her
Big
look,
mad,
man.
as they say on the internet.
Big man, crazy mad. But no, I think like same with like like I said, the Easter Bunny and all that shit. I understand that Easter is the time where Jesus is supposed to come back or whatever. We could talk more about that as we get closer, but
Easter is kind of wild. I feel like somebody was high when they came up with the concept.
I feel like
Easter Bunny.
Someone was high when they came up with all this shit.
Yo, so there's a bunny, right? And my nigga, he be laying eggs and shit. Yo, them eggs is made out of chocolate, my G. Like, bro, what?
Dude's like, you owe me $60, bro. Get out my house.
Like, the fuck wrong with you, bro? Ain't no fucking. Why would bunnies don't even lay eggs?
It's funny though because like everybody looks at everybody's like religion or like experiences or cultures like mad stupid and traditions, and like the Easter egg hunts where people put the eggs in the backyard.
I'm pretty sure somebody at work, shout out to Paige, said I'm an absurdist because I think everything's stupid. So
I think that's retarded. I'm sorry.
Literally everything that we do is dumb. So I don't understand how people make fun of other religions and people. It's like, I can't believe they dress that way or do that thing. And it's like, bro, what the fuck do we do for our holidays and traditions? That shit is stupid. Everything's stupid.
Like, even fireworks on the 4th of July is stupid if you think about it.
Yeah, you busting shit off in the air for no damn reason. Fucking the tooth fairy, dumb as shit. You just putting your tooth, like, come on, man. We tell kids it's okay to let a stranger in the house to give you presents. Like, fam, everything's dumb. Everything is so dumb.
Shouts to Jared Carmichael. He was talking about how as an adult, pretty much being an adult is lying to kids.
Oh yeah, all you do is lie to kids, but they're just like, oh, you don't want your kids to lose their innocence, which I get because being an adult is trash when you know all the shit and you get all cynical and whatnot. But fuck, man, you really are just lying to your kids all the time.
Right.
But I think was that in the Chappelle Show thing where he was like, yo, kids definitely don't need to know the truth because you don't need to, if you're not okay, you don't need the kids to know you're not okay. Like, yo, I know you about to go to school, but I ain't got rent this month, and I don't know where the fuck we might live, but yeah, try to enjoy your day, man. Like, you don't need your kid worrying about that shit.
Yeah.
So, I get it. But I mean, we definitely just be lying. So many lies.
Speaking of lying and like, I don't know, I mean, not to get political or try and talk about the shit that's saturated, but in recent, weeks that with the school shootings, what kind of I've been talking to my coworker, shouts to Lisa. She has a 7-year-old that goes to school, and she was talking about how she has to worry about now telling him and talking to him about like gun safety and
that shit is wild, P.
Prevention, about how what to act and what to do in a case of a scenario like that. I mean, instead of talking about solutions for gun violence, like, what do you think a solution of just education would be?
What do you mean, like
awareness, like knowing that, like, hey man, not saying that there could be a guy that comes in the school and shoot you up at any point, but knowing that like now that it's become like shit, there's a norm,
I don't know. I mean, I guess the only thing you can do is I guess most fucking schools gonna have to get cops on campus, I guess. You know what I mean? But like in this case, the kid went to the school, so he knew where the cop wouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
He knew all the fucking exits and all that shit. So who the fuck knows, man? I don't know. The whole thing seems absurd to me. They're talking about. I saw a thing that said they're saying like they might let teachers carry guns in school to help protect, and it's like somebody was like, "Yo, they don't even give the teachers Wi-Fi passwords, but they'll give them a Glock, bro. Like, come on, man. They don't give them enough pencils for their students. We're gonna give them a gun and shit." But I don't know.
And like, a teacher doesn't go to like school and sign up to be a teacher, so she can also like be a fucking gunsmith. Yeah, like. And there shouldn't be an armed guard in the school, because then kids are not going to want to like pay attention. They're just going to be like fearing for their life all day.
Right. And then I think I saw somebody say like, sound like one of these teachers going to shoot a black kid and be like, that person feared for their lives and nothing they could do. And they end up shooting a kid or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary, man. Cause like, I remember when we were kids, I mean, some of the extremes was like running in the hallway. Like, remember that was a bad thing to do.
All right.
And now it's like, hey, don't bring a gun to school. It's like, right. I won't,
It's like, I don't know if there, I mean, again, not because I know we don't want to do the debate and shit, but it definitely sucks that it just feels like all we can do is hope that shit doesn't happen to somebody we know. Kind of trash, but I guess that is what it is, right? Until somebody changes something. Yeah.
Right. But it's like, that's what I'm saying, is like, with that, instead of thinking of like solutions that change it, it's like, can we at least like come up with the middle ground? Like you were even saying a couple episodes ago, or many episodes ago now, that we on the 25th, son, that when you try to have a debate or argument or use these examples to strengthen our argument, they say things like, well, what about black on black crime or Chicago or guns in other countries? It's like, bro, this is like a movie. It's like, I heard this already. Like, right, bro, I'm over it.
Like we go through it, and then it fades out. Like Trump says something dumb, and then it fades out of whatever the hell we're doing. We get back to routine, and then another shooting happens. But I mean, the kids, like, I think for the first time though that one of these happened, like the kids from the school are like speaking out and like saying like we need to, something definitely has to change, so we're the last ones, which I don't think has ever happened before in a school shooting. So I don't know if that's gonna have an impact. But I mean, after Sandy Hook, I don't really have the optimism after like somebody went into school and shot up little white kids and nothing changed. So I mean, I don't know what it's gonna take for them to change some shit. Maybe it's gonna take like some black people going into a school and shooting at white kids or some shit. I'm sure they'll change some shit then, but you know what I mean?
Shout out to Chris Rock on his new stand-up where he was talking about how, if people always make the argument like, oh, if they didn't have a gun, they'd find another way. It's like, if they had a knife, like, there's no way that they could do the same amount of damage.
Right, exactly.
AR-15.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. It's like, you say that this person is gonna want to do harm regardless. It's like, well, maybe we should like make it more that they have to get more creative to try to kill a bunch of people? Like, not just be like, oh, well, this person could, I don't know, get a knife and knife 100 people, or you know what I mean, build a bomb or some shit. But it's like, shouldn't we kind of like force them to have to be creative to kill people instead of being like, well, they could, what I mean, invent some shit to kill that many people, or we can just let them buy this gun and kill that many people, like, easily. So like, therefore, we shouldn't, regulate, who can get a gun and how and why. But
and
I
they
mean, I don't know.
they never justify or push the fucking narrative of mental illness when it's a cop gunning down a black guy. Like
Yeah,
they only push it when it's like a white guy being like,
right.
"Oh, we gotta investigate it."
Right. Like I think there was a shooting in when I was in Rochester. I remember I was an intern on the news, and it was like a guy who had he had a known mental illness, and he was walking down the street, and he had a shotgun. And so like, I get why the cops might have thought they had to put him down, but it like, nobody, after it happened, people weren't saying, well, that guy had a mental illness. You know what I mean? But they bringing it up now because nobody talks about gun control unless it's like, this kind of topic. So I mean, I don't know what the fuck we're really supposed to do.
It just really upsets me as like we live in a society that just nobody wants to take the blame or responsibility. They want to just shift the blame and say, oh, he was mentally ill. It's like, well, regardless of you noticing he was mentally ill, in order to find a solution in that angle or that avenue,
you got to do something about that.
The kid, not only that, the kid has to want to do something about that.
That's true too, but it's like that's so empty when they bring up like, oh, it's not about guns, it's about mental illness. It's like, well, then what the fuck are you gonna do about the mental illness problem? And then they don't do anything. So it's because it's just an empty thing that they're saying. You know what I mean?
Well, because then you say, all right, well, if it's mental illness, do you guys mind making healthcare universal so everybody could get checked out? And they're like,
or maybe just introducing some bills so people can get help. You know what I mean? But like, they don't do any of that.
But the thing is, dude, you can't. And this is, because I am open about my anxiety and shit. Like, you have to go seek help. You can't have somebody run up on you and be like, yo, you have to go see it. And if somebody said, like, yo, you have to go see a doctor, you're going to fight it even more. So this guy, so it just frustrates me because it's like the people that say, yeah, but, you can't take away his rights. It's like, yeah, the fuck you can. Like, some people, you can't drive
away people's rights all the time.
Yeah,
people go to jail and they take away their rights.
It's hard as shit to get a ballot or vote, let alone, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm pretty sure in some states it's harder to get, harder to vote than it is to buy a gun, fam. Pretty sure. I'm also pretty sure it's like, I think I saw somebody say like they went to Dick's and it was the shotguns were cheaper than a paintball gun, and it's like, what?
And also, like, it's crazy because you know how they say greed is a sin. I mean, it's not surprising that these guys are only neglecting like anti-gun laws and shit because they get paid by people.
Oh yeah, that's just everything. But again, I don't want to sound like I'm anti-gun. Like, I don't care. I don't mind guns. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want to own a gun or 2 guns, you know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean? 3, I like, that's fine. Like a handgun, chilling. I mean, I don't really understand the point of having a AR-15 or, you know what I mean? Or any of these assault rifles. Like, I don't really understand it at all. But it's still like, there should be like, I don't want people to think that we need to take away all the guns.
Right.
We just need like sensible like laws to prevent wild people who say blatantly wild shit on the internet or have history of mental health problems, like from being able to get a gun whenever they can, or getting a stockpile of weapons and like gunning down people at a fucking concert,
And I just think there should be more of a process to get within an AR-15. Like, that shit's in the movies and shit, man. Like, that shit's crazy. I think it should just be more of a process than 30 minutes, man. Sometimes you gotta wait for longer for a fucking chopped cheese, my dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, fuck out of here.
All right.
You gotta get table reservations. You go get an AK instead.
Nah, anyway, I get that.
But yeah, so I'm not gonna say thoughts and prayers because I'm not about that life. But I will say, my condolences, and definitely, it's upsetting to think that
Right.
because I'm going to
Hope
Florida.
people find a way to get through the hardship right now. So
Yeah, dude, and like people gotta now have less family members and shit like
right.
that.
I mean, I would love for this to be the last one, for, at least for a while. But I mean, I'm holding my breath with that. But
Yeah. So anyway, we digress and hopefully progress. So, speaking of giving people advice, man, you know how I like to say, "I told you so." Mr. Told you so. Could have been right last week. I'm not that gloaty, so to speak, but you ever get in a situation, man, where you're balancing that line of like being a good friend, but also you know being honest with that person, and they may misinterpret your advice as like some forsaken reason, like your altered like perception on like their success when you're just honestly just applying the advice they asked for.
I mean, like you're saying, like you giving them advice and then they don't take it, or what's up?
It could be a plethora of things, but for example, like if a dude likes this girl and you are trying to explain like, hey, I don't think you guys are good together, or I don't think you have a chance, just being real type thing. And he sees it as like, oh, you're just hating, or
yeah,
that type of thing, or the opposite, just telling people what they want to hear. If a dude has like zero chance with this chick, and he's like, yeah, man, and you're like, yeah, man, you can have whatever you want, like go for it.
I guess it all depends. Like, cause usually if somebody just tells me about a girl that they talking to, if I don't know the girl, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, man. And then if I don't know, if I meet the person, I kind of give them a couple chances, because it's like I don't, I know like people bag off of first impressions a lot, but you'd have to do something wild for me to be like, yeah, well, that person's pretty trash. I might say like, oh, I don't know about that person, like, but usually I'm like, unless somebody's really bad, then I'm like, I'll tell my friend like, I think that person's trash, but yeah, like I said, they'd have to do something shitty for me to think that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it could be anything.
But if it's like something I'm like something where I find like slightly annoying, that would be annoying to me, but I could see somebody else being cool with it, then I'm really not gonna say shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm not the person dating them.
But or just like even little shit, like if I was like, yeah, Ty, I'm thinking about trying out for the NHL, you'd be like, I'd probably chill on that. I'd be like, why, man?
Yeah, I would tell you.
You know what I'm saying? But then I'd be like, oh, for real, you don't think I can make it? You'd be like, nah. I'd be like,
well, I mean, if you told me, I've never seen you skate, so I've never seen you play hockey ever. So I'd be like, wait, for real? Like, and then I'd be like, I mean, it to me in my head, because you're already like 28, so I'd be like, that seems like a long shot, but I mean, if you want to do it, you might as well try it. Worst thing you do is you end up right where you at. So I wouldn't gas you up though, like, yo, you got it, fam. I'm like, hey, if you want to try that shit, try that shit.
No, okay, I guess that's true. Well, I appreciate the agency, because if you did see me skate, you wouldn't be like, eh. You'd be like, all right, yeah, I see it. Yeah. Go Rangers. Nah, but okay, well that's different, man. Because
I'm not. I think you talking to me. I'm more, I'm chill. So if somebody tell me they want to do something, I'm more on the like, yeah, why not? Then I think I'm not gonna gas you up like, yo, nah, fam, you got that shit. But I'm not gonna like neg you about it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, yo, that's not trash.
You ever been at a party and like someone's like, oh, should I go talk to her? Should I not? And everyone's like, yeah, do it. And you'd be like, I don't know, man. She's not really looking over here like that. And then he's like, fuck you.
You would do that shit?
Yeah. I'd be like, bro, don't do it. She ain't looking over here.
I mean, part of me would be like weighing the things, like if she's with her homegirl, she probably don't want to talk to you, bro. But I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, hey, bro, like, how often do you get to, like, who knows if you get to shoot your shot somewhere else? So I'm definitely team shooter shoot, but she only shoot once, bro. You only go if she's like, nah, she's not about it. Like, you don't got to call the chick a bitch. You got to be like, did you know how motherfuckers be? They'd be like, yo, let me buy you a drink. And the girl's like, nah, I'm good. And you're like, I don't want you anyway, you ugly ass. And it's like, bro, what? You know what I mean? You're like, nah, bro, you shoot your shot if she's not feeling it, which I get as like if a chick's out having a fun time, like I can understand her not wanting to be bothered by some random dude coming up on her, because I'm sure she's had millions of fucking creepy ass interactions. So you know what I mean. But I mean, I've heard like, hey, bro, you shoot the shots that you gotta have good shot selection. So if you think you can do it, you know, like I think girls don't say no if they think the dude's cute. So I mean, you might as well. I mean, they still might say no, but you know, you got a better shot.
It's March Madness now, so you can just shoot crazy, you know.
No, shoot crazy, different shots, not the same, not the same exact shot you already shot, which is counterintuitive to basketball, but you know what I mean.
Shouts to one time one of my boys was like, "Yo, should I talk to this girl? Should I ask her?" I was like, "Yeah, go for it. You know, do your thing." And I was like, just eating my food, minding my business. And the dude like, you know, calls her attention over. He's like, "Anyway, you know, I'm so and so, and this is my boy Jesse." I'm like, "Oh, I'm involved in this now." Like,
oh shit, yeah, you got a wingman out here.
But the funny thing was, I was actually eating wings, so I was like, "Damn."
There you go.
I was a wingman to the fullest, but I was like, "Bro, like, yeah, I'm Jesse, but you know, I didn't really want to help you."
All right, I can't really help you talk to this chick, so yeah. That's why
I don't know, because I said it, you know, once in my, you know, before, like people tend to get me wrong, not always, but a lot of times people mistake for what my intentions are, and I'm just being real with people, like down on earth, and they'll be like, "Oh, fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about." It's like, all right, man, well, you asked me, so I'm sorry, like. I don't, you know, not to sound cliche, but I don't really sugarcoat things. I really say like, yeah, man, that shirt looks good, or nah, I wouldn't rock that, or whatever.
Yeah, I guess if they ask you your opinion, yeah. Like if you ask Katie every time she asks me about something she's wearing, if like I don't be telling her what the thing is, but usually I'm just like, she asks me and I'm like thinking about it, and she think that's me not wanting to say something, but really I'm just thinking about like what her outfit looks like. But usually it looks fine. But
yeah, that's I
mean, if it really didn't look good, I'd be like, yeah, they don't really look right. Which I've definitely done before, but you know how it is.
The funniest is that well, yeah. Shouts to Joelle. She'll sometimes say shit. Does this look good? I'm like, yeah, it looks great. She's like, no, it doesn't. I'm like, all right, well then why'd you ask?
All right, yeah. Which is like me, Katie would be like, I don't like that hat. I'm like, all right, that's too bad because I'm rocking this shit.
yeah. Real talk, on the opposite, I'm like, yeah, I'm rocking this tough. Don't even ask me if my outfit looks good. I already know it's Knicks all day.
I know my shit is fire, bro. So I'm good.
I got the fucking J ones on.
It's funny. It's like I already impressed you. I don't need to do it no more.
Yeah, I already won.
But nah, it's like. If I like, bro, this shirt. First of all, Katie, I don't know. Katie she got something with her colors. She thinks our gray car is green. She think one of my green shirts is blue. So I don't know.
She might have to get that checked out, man.
Nah, I think she just be saying that shit so we can get like
for a wild card.
Oh, that shirt is green. Like nah.
But yeah, man. Speaking of wings, bro. Come to one of our favorite sessions of the Book It Up podcast is like our word scramble, life scramble, shower thoughts questions. This was an inspiration from shouts to Trav and Aubrey and now baby Tegan, the Randolphs. You know, I think me and you are within the same ideology when it comes to this, but it's a debate, bro. We spoke about wings before, but what are the best style, flats or drumsticks?
I'm definitely team drum. I've seen a lot of people, Trav included. By the way, Trav was telling me today that we need to get him on the pod. You definitely got to get him on the pod. Yeah. But he was saying, I mean, he team flats. But and I've heard that if there's a certain way you're supposed to eat the flat, where you like break up like the part at the end and kind of break it off so you have all the meat hanging out. Which, if I'm being honest, I've never really tried that. So maybe if you try that, it's a fire, like easier way to get the meat out. But like to me, I don't like digging in between. I like just being able, if I like, be able to just pick off the meat or just eat it, like, you know, without worrying about it. That's why I always fuck with the drums. About
savage mode. You just go right. Straight. See me, I mess with the drumsticks. It's funny though because I do understand the way that they break down the flats is you kind of spin it or break it and you slide the meat off, kind of like a crab leg. But,
right.
With a drumstick, man,
you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you kind of just dome it. But yeah, I'm team drum all day, and it's not like there's a time. I love flats. It's not like it's drum or die. I mean, I'm just kind of like 90 or what's that, like 80% drum, 20% flat. I don't know.
Right. I'm not like hating on flats, but I have gone to Wingstop, which you can't. This is an option at Wingstop. You can get all flats or all drums if you want it. So just a life hack out here. If you go to Wingstop, there's an option. I think it's only like 50 cents extra. You can get all of a certain persuasion of wing.
Rick Ross probably made that possible.
You know what? I heard don't he own like a shit ton of Wingstops?
Yeah, exactly. He owns a ton of Wingstops, and Nick Cannon owns Radio Shack.
Word.
All 12 of them.
Wait. Nick owns Radio Shack. What a terrible investment.
Bring it back, bro.
Bro, that's worse than when he decided to wear turbans for no fucking reason. And bro, and I'm not gonna like Nick Cannon has a lot of like hits. Like he hit on First Drumline. He hit on Mariah Carey. Like he shot his shot. He got Mariah Carey. You know what I mean? He's like the Black Ryan Seacrest. But like
Nick Cannon's hilarious.
Top misses are buying Radio Shack, wearing a fucking turban, him being in that Chirac movie that was trash, and that song Gigolo. You remember that?
I'm a gigolo, spending a lot. Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Something. Yeah.
And every other movie he did after Drumline, also terrible.
Drumline was fire though. And you know what's funny as shit is like shows up to the bus stop and or train station, his dad's there. He's like, yo, I graduated high school without you. And I'm like, I don't think he cares, bro.
Why'd he show up to the bus stop though, like he cared a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. No, I'm saying like I don't think like the dad cared.
Oh yeah, but it's like I mean he was there, so I feel like he had to care some. But like easy way to figure out if somebody's trustworthy, just ask them if they like Drumline. If they don't, you don't trust that person ever.
Yeah, man. Never. Oh yeah, the scene where Marcus Houston's eating or not Marcus Houston, but the dude from Smart Guy, the older brother. He's eating a burger and he's in a rush. I don't know. The burger scene made me hungry.
That's wild. That's a one random callback. I always just think of the one dude that he's drumming against, pointing at him with his fucking the helmet, whatever the fuck the strap is to his hat, basically in that nigga mouth and shit. The strap. He just pointing at him like.
Well, I mean, drummers don't need their mouths. Think
but it's like, bro, why didn't get that man a longer strap, fam? Like, come on, bro. They didn't put the hat on. I'm like, yo, this strap not long enough. He got my man out here looking like a fucking horse. The strap all in his mouth. That shit is wild, B.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Like, that shit was crazy. But again, if you know some, this is life advice for everybody. Just if you on the fence about trusting somebody, just ask them. Do you like Drumline? If they say no, then you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. And if they like any other Nick Cannon movie, get the fuck out of there.
Oh, for sure. It was like, you know what? I don't like Drumline, but I do like that movie where he's a fucking secret spy playing basketball. And you're like, what?
Oh yeah, underclassmen, and he threw like
what the fuck was that movie? He was an underclassman, and he was a spy, and then was he trying to fuck a teacher too? Like it was all over the place.
Yeah, man. Like he showed up like the first week of school and apparently had the most poppin' party. I'm like, bro, probably you met like 3 people your first week.
Yeah, and then like I mean, Love Don't Cost a Thing isn't the worst movie ever, but it's not good. I mean, that's Steve just
Harvey really
teenage me, thinking that Christina Milian looks good. That's it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
that's our
take on me down right now.
That's our take on Nick Cannon.
She mad at
Nick Cannon movies.
Katie's mad at 15-year-old Ty right now, apparently.
Damn, he was a wild boy. But hey, we made it to our favorite segment of the Bucket Up podcast, which is Burn.
Wait. We didn't put it on the rundown, but where were you at on? I was thinking about this the other day. Like, what's the worst ramen flavors? OG.
Oh man, my bad. Yeah, it's not on the rundown. You were correct, Amundo, on the shrimp. That's disgusting. One time, the irony was I drank ramen noodles because
you drank it.
Well, I ate it because I was
Oh,
because I was because I was sick.
I'm
And
about
I
to
had
say, oh
the
shit.
shrimp. I had the shrimp flavor, which made me sick. So the
Oh, you
irony
got
is,
sick off of ramen? That's some wild shit.
yeah, bro. So what else could I eat? Nothing, man. Ramen
See,
was a way of life, though. It got me through college. I will be real.
I think my first like 10 years of life, I only had chicken and beef ramen. Like when I lived with my mom and my it was, I mean, on and off, but it was like only chicken and beef. And I always pick beef over chicken, which is like, that's me. I know some people go chicken over beef. But then I had a homie down the street that lived for me, Lacey. Her and her family ate the shrimp ones. And they would like, that shit was wild because they would put sugar and hot sauce in their shrimp ramen noodles. And I'll never forget that shit. That shit was the grossest shit ever.
Sugar
And hot sauce. And like for a second, I was like, this ain't that bad. But no, it's terrible. But I mean, you pick up shit. Like I picked up the chick next door. I forgot her name. This so damn long ago. She used to put the crushed red pepper flakes. I still do that to this day. I put a little pinch of garlic powder in mine. That's also fire.
Shouts to the homie Cardo. He'll put chopped onions in it, like steam
Whoa.
it in the pot beforehand.
My homie Tommy Hornbuckle, aka Captain Hornbuckle, in college told me about throwing the egg in the ramen. That one's fire. When you boiling it.
Garlic powder, aka onion powder, any type of salt, pepper, even
hot
Old Bay.
sauce, sriracha,
Old Bay for all the DMV, Maryland,
DC.
Yo,
people, yeah, do you know they throw some Old Bay in that shit?
Dude, they fucking they live in.
Bro, they eat Old Bay on their eggs, bro.
They put Old Bay on the toothbrush, bro. They love that shit. Check anybody from Maryland.
Did anybody eat pork ramen?
Ugh.
See, that might be the worst. Now, if we're excluding all the wild flavors like creamy Oriental. Chicken and Oriental is good. I like
Oriental. Oriental, you put soy sauce in it. It's wild.
I feel like pork might be worse than shrimp if we go on like regular flavors. But like you know, once you go to like the other shit, anything creamy is trash.
Shouts to
creamy ramen, bro.
Nah, because like, do I have to add the cream? Because there's the water that I'm, you know what I'm saying? It's weird.
Creamy, like, bro, get this. It's like ramen trying to be chunky noodle soup. I'm okay.
Shouts to my boy Jimmy one time put me on draining the liquid and then making the ramen like a pasta.
Oh wait, yeah, I do like a puddle. I'm not all soup. Like it's mostly noodle, and then there's like a puddle of the broth. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If I'm sick as shit, I just need more broth. It's all broth. But then if I'm just broke and need some substance, it's definitely gonna be the noodles.
Yeah, you can't be out here drinking the broth, bro. That's straight sodium. You might as well just take salt water and put that shit in the fucking needle and just inject that shit into your fucking bloodstream, bro.
I'm with it.
But yeah, I just had to come in with that. But we can go on to but
let us know, world. Comment. I mean, on Twitter, bro. Bucket underscore pod for your responses. Nobody's hit us up yet on that, but yeah, man, I think we're on an agreement when it comes to shrimp. I'll have to consider pork or try it and then get back to you on that.
Right. I saw it today, and I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody eat a pork ramen, and the whole shit was full. So I was like, that shit must be trash. I'm sure I've had it in my travels, but I don't remember.
Thai chili it's crazy. I don't know, man.
That's just wild flavors. The already spicy shit. I'm like, I'd rather just put my own hot sauce in it.
Yeah, let's be humble though, because if we ever make it and we have our own show and shit, we're gonna still be eating ramen in the green room. So,
bro, yeah, for real. But yeah, no, we can move on. Songs of the week. What song you got for this week, bro?
I want to give a shout to the homie Aim and Fire back home. He dropped a new album. He's dropping a new album called Late Night Early Morning 2, which is like a sequel to his mixtape. So I just wanted to say shouts to him. Shouts to Kaiser Wazir. He dropped
his album too, right? I saw.
Yeah, Blue February, Blue Valentine. I also wanted to say shouts to Goody Man, who just gave us a retweet, and shouts to him on Instagram. But the song of the week is from his homie named J.O., which I'll put it in the description. But he's got a song on SoundCloud that's bumping right now. It's called All Night. And he's talking about getting intimate with his lady all night. So you know, for the homies out there, you know, run it back and get it in.
All right, there you go. My song of the week. I don't know if have you heard of Nipsey Hussle?
I have. And I heard you were getting hyped over him.
I was for sure on Twitter, but it was like he was big. Like, I mean, not really big, but I was fucking with him heavy in like 2011, 2012 in my college years. Like he had the Marathon mixtapes, and my man was spitting fire. People thought he was gonna be like the next dude out of the West before like Kendrick took his little rise. And it was because he kind of went into a bunch of like business ventures. Like I don't know if you heard about Chamillionaire going to fucking the Silicon Valley, and he apparently is like doing apps and shit. But like I mean, Nipsey Hussle ain't on that level, but he got a lot of businesses and like a lot of like, you know, I don't know, hands in a lot of pots. So he was making a shit ton of money doing other shit. So this Victory Lap album was supposed to come out for a minute, and like I was waiting so long for the album that I forgot I was waiting for it. So like when it dropped on Friday, I was like, oh shit, Nipsey dropped like finally after like I don't even know. I want to say it's like 3 or 4 or 5 years, like people waiting for this damn album, and that shit delivered. It was like it probably was his best album. So if you like West Coast style rap, like if you big on like dudes like YG, even though like I fuck with YG, but he really, like if I'm being real, he's not the best rapper. But like if you fuck with like that kind of like, you know, Compton type vibe type shit, like Nipsey really got bars, and he, you know, the beats on the album is fire. Like I think I got till like song 10 or 11 on the album before I was like, yo, I don't know if I fuck with this song as much, but everything else is fucking bangers. So definitely check out Nipsey Hussle's album Victory Lap. That should go in for sure.
Word, man. You're always up to date and definitely on point when it comes to music. Paramedic did make me want to gangbang when I was in the gym.
Yeah. No, that's a perfect workout song, fam. That King's Dead, which after you see the movie, because like I didn't notice it when I was just listening to it, but it's basically Kendrick's rapping from Killmonger's point of view.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So
like if you listen to that now, like you'd be like, oh shit, after you watch the movie Black Panther. But yeah, the Black Panther album was fire for sure.
Yeah, shouts to Michael B. Jordan and them. Anybody in Wakanda, man, making me look like I want to fucking hit the gym.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah, man, I couldn't tell if they were from the Bronx or from Wakanda.
Wait, why they throwing up BX, fam?
I was like, oh, we're Brooklyn. You know, like, would they let me in Wakanda? I'm from Brooklyn, so it's good.
That was good, bro.
but nah, man. Shouts to that movie. I'm happy I went. I guess I'll wait so I can see The Last Jedi on my own terms. But yeah, man, episode 25 of the Bucket Up Podcast, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But again, if y'all made it, I'm gonna have to put this in the front of the podcast because I realized that us shouting out our podcast at the end is probably not the most logistical thing. But I did have somebody. It was Paige who complained and said, I can't get into podcasts because like every intro is them telling me about themselves. And I'm like, can I just skip this? And I'm like, you can skip that.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, you can literally just hit the 15-second.
Every show is an introduction. Every show
right.
is an introduction. I'm sorry, Paige.
But either way, we probably should put this in the front. But if you guys fuck with us heavy, subscribe to us. You know what I mean? This your first time listening. Like, you know, tell your homies, tell your grandmammy, tell your aunties, tell all them, you know, about the pod. Like, you know, give us shout outs on Facebook, on Twitter, interact with us on Facebook. We're, you know, the Bucket Up Podcast on Facebook. We're at Bucket_up_pod on Twitter. We're we just the Bucket Hat Boys on Instagram, right?
Yeah, the Bucket Hat Boys.
Yeah, we're on Instagram, or you can just follow me at Tylante on Twitter, and you know you can follow Jesse on Twitter at JB Speak. But yeah, just you know show us some love, subscribe, leave a review on iTunes if you feel like it. Just make sure that shit 5 stars, because why the fuck would you listen to this whole pod and then get to the end and then give us a shitty review? So don't do that bullshit.
And
but,
yeah, man, and we got t-shirts. Continuous movie covers, Bucket Hat Friday, man. We probably 50 or 60 deep at this point. We're on Colorado's #1 radio station for hip hop and R&B. That's Turns Up TV Radio. So shouts to
shout out to them,
Les,
yeah, for sure.
Shouts to Les Majaris for putting us on. And the wave is only getting heavier, man. So like Ty said,
just want to shout out to everybody who has been listening. Shout out to the other Jesse that you thought was a stranger, the homie Spock.
My bad. Dude, I get excited when somebody gives us a like or a shout. I'm like, yo, you're my new brother.
Nah. Spock is mad cool. I've only met him like in person 3 times. Like, and I was going to my homie Bryant's school, Cortland, and getting fucking faded like at one of the, like their mini festivals or whatever. And that's the only time I've ever like hung out with him in person. But I feel like we homies for real, like just through like Twitter and Snapchat. And like we be talking a lot. He runs the fucking fantasy basketball league I'm in and shit. So yeah, shout out to him, bro. He's a real G. He went back and like watched and like listened to old episodes. That's dedication, bro. I really appreciate it.
Most Jessies are on point, man. So shouts to him. But yeah, man. Episode 25, man. So appreciate you putting up with me, Ty, as you do every week. I don't know how you do it. It's probably
my pleasure, bro.
It's a tall task, I'm sure it is, but it's a pleasure working with you, dude. Buck it up every week, bro. But yeah, man. Until next week, we out.
We out here. Chit.